Hi everyone, happy Monday. I'm so excited to chat with you all this morning. All right, it's been an awesome long weekend. I'm not sick. This is just me talking all weekend long, and I get this left with my voice. So, I am here to talk to you about a topic, I almost knocked you all over, that has come up to me like a ton, and we talked about it this weekend, and I talked about it with a few people, and then someone was like, why don't you go live about that? You know how many people you could help? And I was like, oh, I never even thought of that. So clearly I want to talk to you guys about the new mom guilt. This is so real, and this isn't just like people who had a baby 6 months ago. This is people, maybe they had one baby, maybe they have 3 babies, or whatever it is. Mom guilt is a real thing. So if you have people that are pregnant, if you have people that just had a baby, if you have anyone with kids, please do me a favor. Just invite them to this video right now. There's a little button right down bottom. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Heather. Hi, Laura. There's a little person with a little plus sign, okay? I want you to go ahead and hit that. I want you to either share it or invite your friends to join, because, guys, this struggle is so real, and I am tired of people thinking that they're alone in it, because I definitely thought I was alone in it. So I'm going to go over things that might cause mom guilt first, and then I'm going to go over my top 4 or 5 tips, whatever I said. Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for joining. And give me some likes and loves, you guys. I want to know that you're there. I want to be like having a conversation with you. I don't want to be sitting here talking to my phone, okay? Because oftentimes I feel like I'm talking to a wall with my children. I don't want to be talking to a wall. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? And by the way, did anybody even notice my hair? I slept on this, and then I put it in a big old bun, and then I took it down. I was like, holy moly, look at this thing. It looks like I actually did it. I didn't. I haven't brushed it in 2 days. Yay, you guys are such good listeners. I love those hearts. And how's everyone doing today? How's everyone's Monday? Did you guys get your workout in? Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me know that you're there. I have not done my workout yet. I got to pull it together. I had a lot of catching up to do for my upcoming retreat with our church, our women's church. So I was like, okay, need to focus. But I was so excited to talk to you guys. I'm so excited to get home. So I have a lot going on. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Did you invite people? Did you tell me if you did your workout? Hi, Samantha. Hi, Laura. And again, I'm not sick if you're just hopping on. Okay, so the struggle is real, you guys, with the mom guilt. We had a new mom at the retreat this past weekend, and you know, she reminded me of me as a new mom, and I just loved her. She was so sweet. And Amanda, if you ever watch this, I love you. And her baby's name is Jude. And honestly, she was just, you could see she was such a good mom, and it was her first baby, and so tentative, like so just she was great. And we just were talking about our purpose in life and our struggles and all these things that were going on. And we each went around the room, and you know, I could see the look in her eyes because she was such a passionate mom. Just the struggle of finding that balance. And we talked about it a little bit, and I was like, oh man, I really think I need to share this. I think I need to go over this. You did not do your workout. Samantha, go do your workout. Anastasia, okay, do it tonight. Let me know. Post on our 2017 Year of Awesome page when you've done it. Okay, so the mom guilt is so real. Why? Because when you're a mother, you have this love that entered your heart that you never knew could exist. You never thought you could love something. And that's like, I love my husband, and when I had children, I was like, whoa, what is this feeling? Like, it wasn't like he came out and it was like, oh, I love him, because that happens to a lot of people. It was like, oh, I'm instantly supposed to love this baby. This is mom guilt number 1. When the baby comes into the world and your heart doesn't explode, because for some moms, their heart doesn't explode with love, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't get that instant love. Now I'm the worst parent in the world, which in reality, it's not true. I had an emergency C-section. Jackson went down to, well, this is my first baby I'm going to talk about, went down to the NICU just to make sure he was okay. I went up to recovery, and I didn't see him for the first few hours, and I was like, I feel really guilty within hours of giving birth, because I was fine that he was down there, because Brian was with him, my mom was with me, and I was like, man, I feel totally fine that he's down there. Shouldn't I be like worried about him? And right there, I was like, oh my God, I'm the worst mom in the world. I don't love my baby. Oh man, I don't love my baby. Do I love my baby? Where's the book that tells me how to love my baby? And I was like, holy crap. Okay, so I thought, am I ever going to love him? And maybe this happened to you, maybe this didn't. But I'm telling you right now, guys, not every baby pops out and the mom has an explosion in their heart of love, and you feel guilty. So that's the very first feeling of mom guilt that you'll get. Not saying that I didn't love him. It took me, a couple hours and then a day. And I still remember the night that it was like in the hospital. It was the second night, and I was like, whoa, oh my gosh, I think it's there. But every day I grew, and I loved him more, and I loved him more. And nobody ever said it's okay that when they come out, that yes, I felt connected to them, but I didn't sit down and was like, ah, like I said, you guys, it was hard. It was hard. So if you guys have experienced that, if you guys know anybody that's experienced that, I want you guys to right now stop what you're doing and share and like this video, because this video, I want to reach the new moms, you guys. This is a passion of mine, is helping other new moms to feel like they're not crazy, because I felt so crazy. So that was mom guilt immediately after I gave birth. And then everything took over. Taking a shower alone, I felt guilty because maybe he's napping or he is napping. What if he wakes up and I don't hear him because the shower's too loud? So the mom guilt, I can't even take a shower alone. Spending time with your friends alone, like having a girls' night, no, I didn't do that because that's not what moms do and that's not what they should do. And I mean, felt so guilty, but as all these things started happening and I let the mom guilt overtake me, I started to lose myself a little bit more. Eating and making food for myself, I would feel guilty because I wasn't doing something. I was not staring at him. I was like, oh my God. And then I had to eat real fast or I couldn't eat at all because, he needed something, and I always put my baby first. And I was like, okay, God forbid my phone rang, because as soon as I pick up my phone, he would start crying, and my kids are still crazy. I told my sister about that. Your new baby is a stranger. And Laura, it's so true. And I don't think people address that ever. I've never heard someone say, when you have a new child, it is a stranger. I mean, we all think there's supposed to be this explosion of love. And there is, and a lot of people get that, but I felt horrible for not having it. So I want other moms to know that that's okay. That is okay. This is normal. These are normal things. And I want us to talk about it. And not behind closed doors in our private groups. I want us to talk about it everywhere. I want us to share it with new moms walking in the grocery store if they look like they're having a hard day. Whoever. Share our secret stories about us not being the best moms. That's why you guys are always like, man, your struggles are hard. And they're not hard. They are, but I overcome them, and I want to share that with you. So even if you're answering your phone, if you're talking to another adult, I feel guilty because my kid wants me. My kid always wants me because they love me and I love them. But you pick up that phone, the screaming starts. You put the phone down, nobody wants you. You pick up the phone, everybody freaks out. You put the phone down, nobody wants you. It's insane. My kids can be playing upstairs in their room, and if I'm like, oh, I'll put a post out for work real quick, I pick up the phone, I'm like, no one's around. All three of them find me, and they're screaming, and they're fighting, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Why did I think I could pick up my phone? I'm the worst mom in the world. And in reality, I'm not the worst mom in the world. I had 32 seconds to myself, and I tried to use it for my business to grow and help other people. And I was like, oh my God, this is my life. But this is it, you guys. Every single thing we do, every little thing, every big thing, we feel mom guilt. We do. So if you aren't staring into your baby's eyes and talking to them about every single color they're seeing around the room, or, singing ABCs every time, or playing horrible kids music. I'm sorry. My kids love me and they know me. We don't do kids music. The kids music is like kids pop. I'll sing ABCs every now and again, but I'm like, no, that's like I draw the line. And I'm so proud of y'all that do. I'm not knocking you. I think you are all amazing parents. Okay, that's why I'm coming to you. I think you are all great, amazing, incredible parents, and whatever you do and however you raise your kids, that's wonderful, because that's what your kids need, and you know what your kids need. Okay, and for me, I can't do kids music. That's where I draw the line. So hi Sarah, hi Ashley. Again, if you guys are on, I want you right now, drop something, even if you don't have kids, if you've been babysitting for someone, or you have nieces or nephews, I want you to drop one thing that you've had mom guilt, auntie guilt, nanny guilt, whatever it is. I want you to drop that below so that I can talk to you guys about it as well, because I have my list. You guys know me, I have my list. But I want this to be a conversation where we can share our struggles. I don't want me to just talk at you guys. So please do me a favor. There's 16 of you on. Drop something, a mom guilt moment, an auntie guilt moment, a grandparent guilt moment, whatever it is that you've had, so we can share it with each other. Okay, so next, these are still my mom guilt moments. Drinking a glass of wine. Because you know what? As much as I'm like, I want that glass of wine, oh my gosh, what if they wake up in the night? What if they're sick? What if I have to take them to the ER? What if, oh my God, if that's going to be the night that I have 3 glasses of wine, and then they're going to wake up in the night, and everyone's going to die, and then I'm going to die, and oh my gosh. And this is just over a glass of wine. I know. It's crazy. Yes, Christine, going out drinking with friends. And it's like we're not supposed to do that anymore. It's like okay, you had a kid. The fun ends. don't think you're going to go out with your friends anymore. And it's like, wait, what? Like, I need like adult time. I need to have a life. No, I'm not going out every weekend and drinking, from sundown to sun up. But you can go out with your friends and have some drinks. But people look at us like, ooh, that girl went out and had drinks. What's her baby? And it's like, no, my baby's either with a sitter, with their dad, or with their auntie, and I'm getting some me time because I earned it, because I'm a damn good mom. And it's hard. It's so hard because we feel like we have to defend ourselves. We feel like it's like, back off, stop judging me. So Christine, thank you for sharing that point. Let's see, Brandy, what do you got? Love this. Right now I'm having mom guilt over not unpacking quick enough so my baby girl has a stable home. And Brandy, your baby doesn't even know that the boxes are there, and I do that. We move all the time, and I'm like, I need to get everyone set up, every room set up, because they have been in turmoil in this move, and they haven't had their toys. They didn't even notice their toys were in a box. When it came out, it was like Christmas. And really what our kids need is just our love and our attention, but they need us to be happy. They need us to be good moms, because that's what's going to keep them happy. And if we're stressed, they can feel it. If we're anxious, they can feel it. If we're depressed, they can feel it. So don't have guilt about those boxes. Do 1 box a day, do 2 boxes a day. And then do something for yourself, because you're getting stuff done, okay? Let's see, what else we got? What else? Just spending money on myself instead of what they might need. Yes, Heather, that's one of my things. Absolutely. I never bought myself new clothes. I was like anti being a coach because I had to get a fitness program and Shakeology, and I was like, I don't know, how can I spend money on me? What if they need something? What if they need something? At the end of the day, if I don't take care of me, how can I take care of them? I'm serious, you guys. Like, I didn't get new clothes for the longest time, and my husband's like, Jack, go buy something. And I felt, and it wasn't just about the clothes. It was just like, I don't feel good in my skin. Either the clothes didn't fit because I was too big, or I was losing some weight, and then they were too hanging off me, and I was like, I don't feel good in anything. But you better believe if a holiday comes up, all my kids I go to Target or wherever, and I'll spend $100 on new outfits for them, and I'm scrounging in my closet for some raggedy outfit, and then I see the pictures of the holiday, and I'm like, my kids look so cute, and I look extremely uncomfortable because I didn't want to spend the money on an outfit for me. And it's not like I had to go spend $100 on myself, but maybe a new shirt, maybe a new scarf, maybe something, and we do this to ourselves. And then forever, we're looking, for me, I'm looking at that picture, and I'm like, man, I know where I was in that moment, and I like that. I didn't like that. Why didn't I just do a little bit for me? Because then I would have felt so good. That smile would have been a little brighter. That moment would have been a little brighter. And it's just about a scarf, and that's not even it. It's just the bigger picture. It's self-care. So, okay, what else we got? Laura, putting my kids to bed early to get me time. Laura, my kids go to bed, I think you know this, my kids go to bed at 6 p.m. Whether they go to sleep or not, I put them to bed. And then Emmett will come down for about an hour, but I need my me time. I get up and they sense me, and then they get up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got up at 4:30 to get alone time, and then Emmett comes strolling down at 5, and I'm like, you didn't go to bed till 7:30, and I had to go to bed by 9:30 so I could get up at 4:30. Back off! No! The kids need a good bedtime routine. Kids need, if you go Google like how many hours they need that sleep. They need that sleep. Sorry, my battery's 20%. Okay, and I do that. I do it. I've done it since they were babies, and I'll do it as long as, now they're reading time, and they're like, Mom, it's only 6. And I was like, oh, okay, you can stay up till 6:30. And then they think I'm like the best mom in the world. I'm like, yeah, I nailed it, 6:30. But Laura, you need that time. You need that rejuvenation time to be a better mom. Okay, what else we got? I did Heather. Felicia, working out, taking off for myself at the gym, and she's 100 feet away from me having fun with other kids. No, Felicia. You just said it. She's having fun with other kids. She's socializing. You're taking care of you. So tell me, do you feel good after you work out? Do you feel better? Do you feel more positive? Do you feel like you can have more, I don't know, I have a better mind state. Like, I really do. Mindset. There we go. So you need that. You absolutely need that. And the only way, and not only that, think about this. She's in there. She's safe. She's with other kids. She's hanging out, doing her thing. And she gets to see her mommy taking care of herself. So what kind of example are you setting? You're teaching her to be independent and to care for her body. And that's something that I don't think enough of us do. You know, we want our kids to live this incredible life. We have these dreams for our children, but we're not following our dreams. We're not doing the things that we want them to do. It's that like old saying, probably Dr. Seuss or something. I don't know, it's Dr. Seuss week. It's like, do as I say, not as I do. No, I want them to do as I do because I want to set a good example for them. So Felicia, you are kicking butt, so keep up the good work. Let's see. Kimberly, stop BFing before one because he was... No, oh, yes, I love this one. So Kimberly, when I had my first child, I was aiming for 6 months and I only made it to 3 months, and I was really like, come on, like I was just done. I was like, and it was like no really good reason. I was done, and then I felt awful because all these moms will breastfeed to 1 or 2 or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I really didn't build up his immune systems. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I did the best I could for me and my baby. And then, of course, I was like, he needs to have organic formula because it's not as good if it's not organic. And then, you know, and I know there were moms that would look at me and was like, oh, you didn't make the full year? And I'm like, leave me alone. If you're a breastfeeding mom and someone tells you they didn't make a full year, please don't rub it in their face and say, well, I did 18 months. It's like, I get that. I'm proud of you, but you just made that person feel awful. And you didn't even realize it. And you probably didn't do it on purpose. You were just sharing your journey. But think about it before you say it. Oh, wow, you made it to 3 months. That's so great. I'm so proud of you. Did you switch to formula? Is he on solids or she on solids? Like, just ask more questions. Learn more about that person. So I'm right there. My second child, I went to 4 months. Jude, I went to 7. And I was like, whoa. And get this. Jude, I went to 7 months breastfeeding with. And he wasn't gaining weight. Why? Because my breast milk didn't even have enough iron, because I'm always iron deficient unless I'm loading up. Like, not always, but I go through spells, and my breast milk didn't have what it needed to give him. So this whole time, for 2 kids, I was feeling guilty for not breastfeeding for a year, when in reality, my breast milk wasn't the best thing for him anymore. Crazy, right? So don't feel guilty. You are taking the best care of your child. You know what's best for your child, and don't let anyone tell you differently. Okay, let's see. Jenna, loneliness. I feel guilty or feeling lonely sometimes because I'm home with my baby all day and happy. Jenna, I get this. And you don't have to feel guilty for feeling lonely. I love my kids. But when I'm going, yay, let's have so much fun today. Let's do this, let's do that. And I'm talking like this all day. Or I'm like, okay, we've had enough. Everybody sit down. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm bipolar. And I'm not bipolar, but this is my conversations. And I'm like, is this real? And so like, talking to adults, having that community, that's going to be one of my tips, by the way, on ways to overcome it, is so important. I'm like, you can scream in the background, I need an adult phone call. And I'm like calling my girlfriend in the closet crying. I'm like, I just need a friend right now. My poor sister who was watching my kids over the weekend called my mom, and she like snapped off at my mom. And my mom's like, Alex, I'm going to let you go. You're being real mean right now. And then Alex called her back crying and was like, I'm sorry. And she was like, it's a little overwhelming to have 3 kids, right? And that's just my poor sister was here for a couple days. And she doesn't have her own kids. So I can only imagine how much more overwhelming a 6, a 4, and a 1-year-old were. She was like a saint this weekend. But like we are, and she just was lonely. And my mom goes, did you just miss Jack? And she's like, yeah, I'm just lonely. It's like, because guys, like we're not supposed to be alone, but we do that. It's like, oh, I have my baby now, so I'm all set. I am good. I am happy. I am comfortable. But that only goes so far. And it's not a bad thing to recognize that. So Jenna, don't feel bad. You build that community in your area. Find a local MOPS group. Find a local church group. Find a local Bible, library time. I did that all the time with the boys, and I would go there every Tuesday, Thursday, because I needed other adults. So don't feel bad about that. Let's see. Having a drink while still breastfeeding. Oh, Kimberly, I had a drink when I was pregnant. My mother-in-law, who's a nurse in the ER in Boston, she's been a nurse in the ER for 30 years. She's like, you know, you can have a glass of wine a day if you want it. With Jackson, I had 1 beer at the end of my pregnancy because I didn't want people judging me. With Emmett, I had a couple more beers, maybe. With Jude, I was so relaxed. I was like, I want a glass of wine. Judge me all you want. I don't know how many. I mean, I didn't get drunk. But if I wanted a glass of wine, 1 glass of wine for a couple days, I would have a glass of wine. Because even the doctors say it's okay. And you know who's my most mellow baby? Still extremely smart. Wonderful little baby. Jude. Why? Because I allowed myself to be calmer, not stressed out, didn't care what other people thought, and just did it. So, Kimberly, people are going to judge us no matter what. Try to surround yourself with people that don't judge. And it's not easy. You become like the 5 people that you surround yourself with. That's just it. Like your lives mirror image each other. And these are my notes. Isn't that really funny? So your lives mirror image each other. If you want to be successful, find someone successful. If you want to have a good marriage, you can't hang out with someone who has a crappy marriage and they talk about their husband. If you want to be a good mom, you have to hang out with other good moms and non-judgmental moms. And I don't care if you've had these friends for your whole life. Sometimes people come into our lives for a season, but they don't stay there forever. It doesn't mean you have to hate on them. It just means that you need to find a community of support that will lift you up. Okay. Kara, if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry, but going out with friends. But have you ever had the days where your kids drive you nuts? Mine, the last couple of days, goodness, mama needs wine, and it's only 1 in the afternoon. Oh, yeah, you just, like, said my life. That's my life. That is exactly my life. And I don't get to go out with friends that often. I'm going to take my sister out to dinner. I'm going to get a sitter and take her out to dinner. And just because my kids have a crazy bedtime. But I should do it more often. We should be doing it at least once a month. Going out with our friends, unwinding, I really want to do a paint night. If anybody lives in the El Paso area and wants to organize that and invite me and make me come, I really want to do a paint night. I've wanted to do that forever. I love listening to live music. The things that we love, we need to have them in our lives so that we can be happy. I go to live music and I am completely rejuvenated and refueled. So we need to do the things that make us happy. So yeah, I would say maybe if you have to pick them up for like school, because I have to pick up, maybe wait to have the wine until after you grab them. Just a suggestion, but I know how you're feeling. Hi, Kayla. Let's see. Heather. Oh, yeah, Heather. And I felt so compelled. Like, I had multiple people say, you need to go live about this. And I was like, I don't want to make anyone feel bad, but I'm like, I know that's not my purpose. So I'm glad I am. Let's see. What else you guys got? Ooh, lots of comments. Okay. Felicia. Let's see. Heck yes, it makes me feel better. Yes, fabulous. And if you guys are just jumping on, we were going over some mom guilt things. I'm going to teach you some tips to overcome them. I can't be on too long because, of course, my phone's always going to die. But please, 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 if you're just joining, like and love this video. Share it to your page. Invite friends. If you don't know how, there's a little guy in the corner, bottom left, little plus sign. Just click it. Invite people who are pregnant. Invite people who are new moms. Invite people who are moms that have just tried to live up to a standard that isn't fair for us anymore. Okay, let's see. What else we got? Hi, Tanya. Oh, we got matching tops. I knew it. I sensed you in my brain, and I missed you so much. I was like, I need my girl boss top. Let's see. Hello, it's Palm Beach Challenge. Hi, Lamar. What is it? Palm Beach Challenge? Oh my gosh, Lamar, go live and tag me. I want to see everything. So Lamar, I worked with Lamar when I was doing my internship for college, and I helped run this baseball challenge, and we were like up at 5 and didn't go to bed till 1, and it was really awesome. It was a lot of fun. Totally not a mom thing, but it was before I was a mom, and I loved it. Something I used to love, so crazy. Okay, so let's see. Any more mom guilt that you guys want to share? Come to Madison, Wisconsin. Yay! Oh, I wish I could. If you guys, I'm telling you, if any of you guys come to the El Paso area, reach out to me. I love a good excuse to get with an awesome lady or gentleman. That's kind of, no. If you're a guy, sorry. And I'm saying, and guys, but unless you're Lamar. But yeah, hi, Nicole. Let's see. He says, more, Jack. Oh, Emily. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love when your kids hop on. And guys, just note to self, I'm always trying to keep the swears down during the day for the children viewers. And I think I do pretty good. Okay, so let's have some more mom guilt tips or mom guilt struggles. Mom guilt is terrible, especially when your hubby's away. Exercise, yes. 9 movement, yes. Absolutely, Stacy. I am right there with you. My husband's away right now because the Army just said go away with 4 days notice, which was great. And it's hard because you're like, well, how do I manage everything and do anything for me? It's just not, you got to sit down. It's not, I almost knocked you guys over. You got to sit down, figure out what the heck you need for you so you can be the best mom, and you need sleep. So you know what? Turn on that sound machine and sleep. I didn't even hear my baby cry last night. My sister was like, you didn't hear Jude? I was like, I didn't hear anything. I was so tired. And I just didn't. But what's the worst? If they're in their crib, they're safe. You have the sound machine on. They had their bottle. I think that's a huge mom guilt thing. It's like, oh, they cried for too long. I'm being a horrible mom. They have their bottle. They're safe in their crib. They have their pacifier. It's a temperature-controlled room. They are safe. If you need sleep, go get a nap somewhere where you can. I don't care if you want to just set a timer, whatever it is. Put some earphones in. Your house is locked up. I'm not saying ditch your baby in the crib the whole day. I'm saying take the nap. I never took the nap unless they were napping. And if they're not napping, how are you functioning? You're like, oh, they don't sleep at night. They don't sleep during the day. And do it. do it. Okay, so a couple more mom guilt struggles that I've had is, let's see. Okay, not reading to your baby every single night from day one of birth. That was a struggle because I'm like, oh my God, I'm killing them. They're not getting the books they need read to them like I really thought. And I mean, I read to them. Some nights they don't earn their book. They lose their book rather. They always get a book. Jude went to bed before my other kids, and I wouldn't sit there and read to him every single night as an infant. And I was like, oh, I used to do that with Jackson. Is Jude not going to be able to read now? And I'm like, what the heck, Jack? Like, why do you have these thoughts? It's because mom guilt gets in. Let's see. Leaving him in a poopy diaper by accident. And then you clean and I know people are like, nasty. If you're a parent, you get this. So if you're not, you're on the wrong video. If you're a future parent, you're on the right video, okay? So changing, like, say they poop. You're in the car, you don't realize it, you're doing it at school drop-offs, you get home, and their butt is completely red and roasted. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't know you pooped, I feel awful. What? How was I supposed to know he pooped? We were in and out, we sat in the car, we got, and then his butt's red, and now here I am feeling like a terrible person. Okay? Don't feel like a terrible person unless you're doing it on purpose and you're just being lazy. But let it go. Let it go. Okay, what else? Emily, you got something. I feel guilty when I don't want to go to mom groups. I'm horrible at socializing. So, okay, Emily, I was totally this way. I didn't want to go to mom groups. I was like, I'll stay home. I don't really feel like doing this. So you have to go to those mom groups. You have to make yourself get uncomfortable because that growth is key. You need to grow so you can teach your children how to grow. And getting out to those mom groups, imagine not only like what you can get out of it, how much advice can you offer to other new moms? Can you teach them about self-care because you're kicking butt on your program? Can you teach them about the community that you have? I know Emily is in my challenge group. Emily is one of my discount coaches. She's amazing and she's kicking butt. And you are, but sometimes we need like real adult interaction, like not touching people because they'll be like, why are you stroking my arm? But just sitting in front of someone and having a conversation. And I'm the worst. I'm super extroverted introvert. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm really excited to go to this thing. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm going. An hour before I'm like, I'm not gonna go. And I'm like, and then I sit there and I have this battle with myself, a mom guilt battle. Well, I need to go. I need to take my kids because I said I was going to take them. They're excited, but I really don't want to go because now I'm being lazy and I just want to stay in my house. Just go. I've never gone to something, or maybe like I'd say 10% of the time. Not even that much. Once I get there, I'm good. I've never gone to something and said, wow, I really had a terrible time at that. Like I really hated hanging out with those people. You know what I mean? So get up, do it anyways, and grow because that's what we need to teach our children. Okay. Next, how about when you have your kids try new foods and they're allergic to something and you didn't know? But how horrible do you feel because they break out in a rash? And like Emmett, I'll give you an example. Emmett was about a year old. He was teething, so he wasn't eating. And I bought a juicer because when your baby doesn't eat, you go out and buy a juicer and then juice like $100 worth of food into a juice form and give it to him so he can get some. I have no idea what I was thinking. So I gave him that juice and I put him down for a nap, not thinking that, hey, I gave him a juice with a new fruit in it that he had never tried before. So he napped. I got him up from his nap. I go to grab him and his legs are swollen and red in hives. And I was like, oh my God, I could have killed my baby. I didn't even think about it. I just put him down for the nap. And then I'm like, I still, what is it? Emmett's 4. That was 3 years ago. I still have mom guilt over it because I'm like, I could have killed my baby because I gave him a new food, didn't even think about it. So he was allergic to mangoes and I had fresh pressed mangoes because he wasn't eating. So I had mom guilt. So when your baby tries new foods, is that your fault that they're allergic? No, not at all. Should you learn from your mistakes and never put a child down for a nap? Heck yeah, thank God that God took care of that. But I mean, it's really like you have no idea. You have no idea. So I'm going to try new foods. I'm going to do this, do it the right way, and have no mom guilt over it. There's nothing you can do. You can't control what they're allergic to. Okay, next, let me see my list. How about running out of clean clothes for them when you're out in public and they've pooped through all the onesies? And then you feel like a horrible person because your baby is either in their car seat with just a diaper or in their stroller with just a diaper. Oh, and then you're trying to get to the store real quick so you can buy new clothes so you don't look like a trash bag mom. Yeah, how about that? A little bit of mom guilt. So did anybody have that happen to them ever? Go ahead, give me a little like, little love. And if not, you guys are awesome because I've had 4 outfits before at one time. Went through everything. And it was great. I felt horrible. All right, and then how about running out of the house and going for school drop-offs or errands, and you forgot diapers, or you forgot wipes, or you forgot their formula in their bottle, or you forgot their food. Okay? How awful do you feel? Well, guys, you are human. You make mistakes. And we need to start forgiving ourselves for those mistakes. So now that I've gotten all into that was a lot, I'm going to give you my 4 tips. I know it took forever to get there, but I really wanted to hear your struggles and your mom guilt so we could talk through them, okay? So my 4 tips. Hold on, wait. Morgan's saying something. My oldest peed himself when we were out. I had to walk through Target. Yeah. I've been there. And I'm like, really? Really? No one tells you, like, be prepared. Have 19 clothing items in your car in case your child has an accident and goes through it. Yeah, so Morgan, thank you for sharing that because we've all been there. Next, so my four ways to overcome mom guilt. I know it took me forever to get here. Again, if you're just jumping on, likes, loves, so that this video can get more traction because, guys, I want people to see this. I want new moms who are struggling to see this. I want future new moms to see this so maybe they'll stop judging or they can create a mindset. They can kind of set themselves up for success as a new mom, although nothing can really prepare you, but let's help them. So like, love, comment if you haven't. If you have, just do it again because I love you guys. Share, little man in the bottom. There's a plus sign, so go do it. Next, 4 tips. Well, number 1, if anybody has any guesses, what are your guesses? No, I'm kidding. I'll tell you. So 4 tips. 1 is self-care. Absolutely, it's a must is self-care. And I didn't believe in this. I didn't believe in this for, oh my gosh, until Emmett was 18 months old and Jackson was like 3. I did nothing for myself. I didn't eat healthy. I didn't work out. I did nothing because I didn't have time because I had to take care of my babies and my babies come first and they ate everything organic, everything under the sun. And I was over here like just stuffing my food with whatever I could get in, their leftovers or literally anything. So when I wasn't taking care of myself, I lost myself. I lost the person that I needed to be for them, and I was not the mom they needed. I was negative. I was insecure. I was selfish. Or in my mind, I was selfish because I let mom guilt eat away at me every single day, and it really affected me. And until I found coaching, until that changed my life, because coaching is really what made me do self-care, because I was like, well, coaching seems fun. It's a job I can do from home. This sounds great. Not realizing all the life changes that it would have for me. But until I started doing my own self-care, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get past it. I couldn't see anything. I was stuck in that mom guilt for so long, for almost 3 years, you guys. So when I talk about this, I don't talk about it lightly, because to me it wasn't lightly. It ruled my life. It ruled my life for 3 years, and I don't want that for you guys. So absolutely, number 1 is self-care. If you don't know what the heck to do, if you can't get to a gym, you guys, that is my job. I am here. Okay, there's plenty of stuff to get you set up with. I don't care whether you do one of my free groups, one of my paid groups. I don't care. I want you to be successful, and I want you to take care of you. So please ask for help. You can comment on this video. You can private message me. You can email me, energyislife2@gmail.com. I don't care. Just reach out because you're not alone in this, but it's not easy to get started. Number 2 is personal development. This is something that I thought was only for crazy people. I say that, and I'm dead serious. I thought the self-help books, besides like the parenting books, because I was trying to be a perfect parent, I thought they were for crazy people. I thought that only people that read self-help or personal development books were the ones that were like needed mental help. Not realizing that we all need a pick-me-up. We all need to manage and maintain our mindset. Okay, so I didn't know that until I started taking care of myself. I started to work out. I started to eat healthy because of coaching. And then one of my jobs, it sounds really funny calling it that, but one of my like vital behaviors I do for work is personal development. And I was like, oh God, great. I'm going to become one of those people. At the end of the day, you know who reads personal development? Successful people. If you don't know where to start with personal development, you guys, I've done a ton of it. Ask for help. I am here. There are plenty of people who are here. Ask if you're in one of my groups, post on the group page, because I'm hoping that we can inspire other people to do personal development. You're a badass is a great one for self-confidence. Compound effect is an amazing one to show you that you don't need to make a dramatic life change. Like, boom, I have to change everything. No, small, significant steps every single day will change your life, you guys. So personal development, that's number 2. That is absolutely necessary to change your life and let go of that mom guilt. So number 3 is getting a community of support from other new moms or future moms or seasoned moms, and getting that crew and building them up and being a part of it. And I mean, go on Facebook, look for mom groups, you guys. These groups are awesome. I'm in like Mom of Boys, and it's mind-blowing, okay? Because all the stuff our boys do, and we're like, is this real? This is real. Get in those groups, okay? All you have to do is search them out and get in. If it's a negative group, get yourself out, because you don't need negativity in your life. All right, 10% battery. This thing is always on me. Okay, hi, Casey. So those are 3. Number 1, self-care. Number 2, personal development. Number 3 is get a community of support in your local area. If you're like, well, I want more than just a Facebook page. In your local area, like I said earlier, look up a library reading time. Call all of them. They oftentimes have like meetups or, like I said, MOPS groups. But get out and start getting in touch and getting close with other moms, so you can talk about your struggles, so you can talk about your successes, so you can learn from each other and you can lift up and support each other. And number 4, the most important thing you can do is ask for help, okay? And I know I've said number 1's important, number 2's important, number 3's important. You can't really get started on 1, 2, or 3, self-care, personal development, building a community of support around you, if you don't ask for help. Doing it alone, you can. I didn't. Doing it alone took me so much longer than if I would have just done it with help. If I would have just said, and it came out and said, I am struggling. I'm struggling. I need help. I mean, I don't care who you talk to. I'd love for you to talk to me. I'd love for you to reach out to a close friend. But make sure that you're reaching out to a person that's positive, a person that's going to lift you up, and a person that's not going to judge you or make prejudgments or fuel you with negativity. Because oftentimes when we reach out to maybe someone we're really close to, but maybe that person's not in the same season of their life and they can't help us. And then they don't understand us. And then we actually feel worse for reaching out for help. So when you're reaching out for help, make sure you're reaching out to the right person. Does that make sense? Are you guys still with me? Give me some comments, give me some like, give me some love. So with all that being said, let's see, let me just look up. Soul of my son's shoe came out. Wait, oh my gosh. Yeah. And yeah, your kid's shoes will break. Your kid's shoes will break when you're in somewhere and everyone's going to be like, you put them in one shoe. Yeah, everything happens, Laura. So thank you for sharing that. And people always look at us like we're the worst moms in the world. Okay, so if you guys do me a favor, this is your call to action. I just shared all of this information with you. I'm hoping that this will lift you guys up. Do me a favor. Can you tag one mom? All I'm asking is that you tag one mom friend that this video could benefit them today. If you're sitting there thinking like, I don't know who that would be, think about it. Just give it 2 minutes of your time. I want you to just tag one mom friend that this video could help. Tag her in the video, say, hey, this is great. This helped me today. Or if you know anybody, share this with them. And I know I keep saying that and you guys are like, Jack, why do you say that? Because I truly believe that mom guilt is such a serious struggle that we all need to come together to break it and to lift people up and let people know that it's real and let people know that we've all struggled with it. So do me that favor. And then, I love you guys. I want you to, with my 4 tips on how to overcome it, self-care, personal development, getting a community, and asking for help, I want you to tell me, if you have struggled with mom guilt, what are you doing for self-care? What are you doing for personal development? What are you doing to find that community? And then who are you asking for help? And tag that person. Okay? You guys got that? Give me some likes. Give me some loves. I'm hoping that there's going to be some feedback here because right now I'm just talking on my phone and you all know I don't like doing that. So give me some likes. Give me some loves. Tag that person and then give me your 4 top things. Self-care, what are you doing? Personal development, what are you doing for that? That community of support, how are you finding it? And then asking for help. All right? So thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, I am going to be live with a new topic. I know I go live randomly throughout the week, but every Monday I'm going to come to you guys. I'm going to bring you a topic about parenting, about changing your life, about dreams, about inspiration, whatever it is. So if you like to join in, you're like, I really want to know what days Jack's going live because she's really rambunctious and does it like spontaneously. Monday, guaranteed, I am going to go live every single Monday, and I want to talk to you guys. So if you want to share your struggles, you want to jump on, the times will vary, but maybe I'll start posting the times early in the morning on Monday. So thank you guys for joining. Have a blessed day.